Live fam, hello. Hey you guys. What's up, hey? Rack, hello. All right, so I'm gonna kind of get started right away. Hi, Mama. If you're on with me live, give me a wave. If you are watching on the replay, just comment and say replay. Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Noon Yoga with Cole. If this is your first time hopping on with me, just a couple things before we get started. So today's practice is just going to be really short. I have to film for my studio Kodawari at 1:15, so I just wanted to still show up because I think it's really important to do the things that you say you're going to do. So if I've made a commitment kind of to the virtual world, like, hey, I'm going to be present at noon every day, when I allow things to, let me get away from that, if I'm willing to break these promises or these things that I say I'm going to do to myself, then who else am I willing to let down? So I think it's really important to just still show up. So I might only have 20 or 30 minutes for you, so that's okay. And I really wanted to just do something chill. So I want to open practice today with a little bit of breath work, which I don't think I've done on these lives yet, but it's a really important part of your yoga practice, especially in these times right now. You're always going to hear me say that movement is just so important. Like, it's literally imperative that you just move your body in a way that feels good every day. It does not matter if you can't get in the gym. Do a 30-minute dance, grab a hula hoop, run outside, do yoga, something to get the body moving and get the blood flowing. However, it is important that we do things that restore the body, restore that central nervous system, and remind ourselves and our systems that it's okay. What's going on right now can be really crazy, but if we have a little bit of control over the breath and we can use it to be our ally, and we're aware of the times that the breath needs to be slowed down a little bit, it's going to be really beneficial just in everyday life. So find a seat that's comfortable to you. I have a yoga block. I know that most of you guys might not have one, I'm not sure, but when I do breath work, I like to elevate my hips. So you could grab like a firm pillow or even roll up a blanket, sit on a couch cushion, whatever, but hips a little bit higher than the knees is just really comfortable for me. Doesn't have to be that way for everyone. You can also sit on your shins, however works for you. And so I want to introduce something called Nadi Shodhana. It's alternate nostril breathing. And so we're going to block each nostril one at a time. I will lead a guided breath work. And what it does is brings an even amount of oxygen to both sides of the brain. It really clears the pathways, releases some toxins, calms that central nervous system, of course, and brings a little bit of mental clarity and just a little bit of peacefulness. And I think that's a really good thing to open our practice with. So it might be like totally weird for you. You don't have to participate, but if you do want to follow along, this is what we're going to do. You're going to take your left fist if you're right-handed. So this is the hand that you're most comfortable with. And I like to take that fist right underneath like my breast and kind of into my armpit. And this is just a crutch to like hold this right arm up so that you're not holding your right elbow out and your arm gets really tired. Just a little bit of something that helps you be a little bit more comfortable. So you're going to take your ring finger and your thumb. Your thumb of your right hand will cover your right nostril. Your ring finger of your right hand will cover your left nostril. And alternate nostril breathing, you can guess we're just going to block off one at a time. And the inhales and the exhales will be guided. We're just gonna do a short, like 3 or 4 rounds, so it's really like not that serious. And just try it. I mean, you're probably at home and why not? Now's the time. No one's watching you, no one's judging, so try something new. So take the right thumb, cover the right nostril. You're gonna breathe in through the left nostril, inhale. Exhale left. Cover the left nostril, inhale right. Exhale right. Cover the right, inhale left. Exhale, left. Good. Cover, inhale, right. Exhale, right. Cover, inhale, left. Exhale, left. Good. Cover, inhale, right. Exhale, right. Cover, inhale, left. Exhale, left. One at your own pace. Cover, inhale, right. Exhale, right. Take as much time as you need. Cover at your own pace. Inhale and exhale through the left. When you're done, just drop your palms into the lap, facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe naturally through both nostrils. So see if you notice anything a little bit different than your normal breath. Maybe you feel a little bit more clear. Maybe it did nothing for you. That's just a practice that you can introduce into the beginning or end of your yoga practice and just explore the effects. There's no right or wrong way that you should feel, the way that it's supposed to look or act, like whatever. This is totally a personal experience, just something to explore. Okay? Go ahead and remove the block. You're gonna lie all the way on your back to get started. So here, legs get long, toes point down towards the bottom of your mat. Send the arms overhead. Good. Stretch in opposite directions. Fingertips really reach up, toes really point down. Big breath in. Exhale, knees into the chest. Good. Ground the small of the back onto the earth and then place the soles of the feet down. Knees are bent. Bring the hands to the belly. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Keep the right hand on the belly, left hand comes to the heart. So as we breathe here, a slightly different round of breath work. On the inhale, your belly is gonna rise. Your right hand is gonna lift first. So it's like half of the breath goes into the belly, and then half of the breath into the chest. You'll feel that left hand rise, and then you'll exhale through the mouth. So let's try to do that together. Inhale, fill up that low belly. Fill up the chest, feel the left hand lift. Open the mouth, let that go. 2 more rounds. Inhale, feel that right hand rise, belly expands. Chest lifts as the left hand rises. Exhale through the mouth. Good, 1 more at your own pace. Inhale, really mindfully, low belly space. Chest expands. Exhale, let that go. Start to seal off the lips and breathe only in and out through the nose. So that same concept where you feel that right hand rise first, the belly really expands and lifts, and then the chest. Exhaling, deflating the belly first, chest last. Keep breathing. Allowing breath to really calm that physical body in the moment. One more mindful breath here. Beautiful. Ground down through those heels. Walk the hands, palms face down on the earth. Lift the hips. Walk the shoulders in towards one another. Bridge pose. So this early in practice, you can take a supported bridge. Maybe you take the hands underneath the sacrum and kind of just let the glutes go in the back of the legs and put some pressure on that low back. Lift the hips up. Or if you want to make it more active, palms and forearms come to the earth. Lift through the hips. Breathe. Good. Take this down. Rock and roll up. 3 rocks get you to a seat. Beautiful. Soles of the feet plant down. They're about hip distance apart. Hands come back. Fingers can point towards the glutes or out to the sides of the mat. Inhale, lift the front of the body. Expand through the chest and really shine the heart. Maybe the head tips back slightly. Sit the hips on the earth. Good. Drag the knees into the chest, boat pose. So knees lock together, shins come in to touch one another, feet point out in front of you. Engage the core. Good. Tap the right toes down. Beautiful. Left toes tap. Good. Shoot the legs out. Both feet to the earth. Plant the hands behind you. Lift the hips. Inhale. Allow that head to tip, the shoulder heads to pull back. Hips really lift. Sink it down. Beautiful. Gather the knees. Extend the arms, boat pose. Really engage the toes, so maybe they point or the feet are flexed, does not matter. From here, straighten the right leg up towards the sky. Left leg stays bent. Good. Take it down. Left leg extends. Beautiful. One more pass like that. Inhale. Exhale. Plant both soles of the feet. Hands plant down behind you. One more reverse table. Really press the hips up. Expand the chest. Smile through the collarbones. Let the tension in the throat go. Exhale, hips to the earth. Knees come into the chest, boat pose. This time, option to really engage the core. Start to lengthen that boat a little bit. So core is engaged. Maybe the small of the back presses on the earth. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Rock and roll it over, tabletop. Here in your table, start your cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly and gaze up. Exhale, angry cat, pull everything in. Inhale, dip it low, tilt it forward. Exhale, angry cat, lots of tension, hips tuck under, press the shoulder blades away from one another. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, smile through the chest. Exhale, angry cat. This time you're gonna add a little bit of a pulse. So you drop that belly low, cow pose. Pull that belly up and in. You're gonna tuck the hips under. Really engage the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should feel the core really fire up. It's kind of uncomfortable that you're creating so much tension in the core. You're gonna lift the left knee about 2 inches off the earth. So rock into that right knee. That belly is really pulled up and in. The back is really arched. Bring that left knee to the nose. Inhale, extend it out and flex through the heel, lift the chest. Bring it in, knee to the nose. Find that core tension. Good, left knee taps left elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it back, flex through that heel. Lift the right arm in front of you, maybe right arm reaches around to find bind around left foot or ankle. If you have the bind, kick the foot into the hand and gaze up. Beautiful. All 4 hands and knees on the earth. Sway that tail side to side. Breathe. Good. Take that cow pose. Belly drops, chest lifts. Exhale to your angry cat. You're tucking those hips forward again for a pulse of 5. Really squeeze that belly button up and in. 4, 3, lots of tension. 2, 1. Rock it into that left knee, right knee hovers just like 2 inches. That core did not move. It's still pulled up so tight. Knee to the nose, squeeze it forward. Inhale, bend the knee as the sole of the foot lifts towards the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Take that knee, tap right elbow. Keep that tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot that right leg back out. Knee is bent. Sole of the foot up towards the sky. Gaze lifts. Left hand wraps around that right ankle or right foot. Or maybe you just reach back and the bind is in the mind's eye today. If you have the bind, kick the foot into the hand and breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Knees on the earth. Sit back so that you're on the shins. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, cactus the arms and open up the chest. Dip that chest forward. Round the spine as you reach the fingertips long out in front of you. Inhale, lift, gaze follows. Exhale, pull it down. Really arch your back. Wrap it forward. Inhale, lift, gaze follows. Left hand to the outside of right knee. Right hand stamps down behind you. On the in-breath, grow nice and tall through the spine. On the out-breath, twist and look over that right shoulder. Just an easy seated twist. Option to float that right arm behind you. Gaze to your right thumb. Breathe. Inhale, gaze tracks that right hand as the arm lifts up towards the sky. Take the right hand underneath the base of the skull. You're gazing towards that right elbow. Draw little circles with that right arm. It looks like this. You're going to scoop it forward. Good. Start to move. You're going to feel those right obliques turn on as you use the right side of the body to move. Be like 5 fluid circles. Good. Gaze past that right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow to the midline. It squeezes in towards that left tricep. Drop the right hand outside edge of the left knee, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly and lean forward. Separate the knees, take child's pose, reach the hands in front of you. Beautiful. Engage the palms, the fingertips. Really press through those triceps, stretch through the arms. Saddle the belly back onto the inner thighs, hips pull back, breathe. Walk the hands underneath the face, come to a seat, knees gather as they close. Inhale, lift the arms, gaze up. Exhale, right hand outside of the left knee. Take that seated twist. Lift up through the crown, lengthen in your spine, and then exhale, nice twist over the left shoulder. Good. Take an in-breath, maybe you float that left arm. Gaze will track back over that left thumb. Breathe here. On your next inhale, take the left arm overhead. Gaze goes up towards that left hand. Left hand to the base of the skull. Inhale, pass up that left elbow. Good. Start to circle out that left side of the body. So here, maybe take a few audible exhales as you move. So allow yourself to feel really fluid and free. Left obliques turn on. On your next inhale, gaze up past that left elbow. Exhale, left elbow to the right tricep, bring it in towards midline, hold. Drop the left hand outside edge of the right knee, circle that spine. Good, belly drops like a seated cow pose. Walk the hands to the mat, toes tuck under, down dog, lift the hips. Drive the heels towards the earth here. Inhale, lift the heels, stretch the balls of the feet. Exhale, drive them back down. Roll forward, high plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Lower down, nice and slow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, flip the tops of the feet, shine the chest as you gaze up. Exhale, downward dog, lift the hips. Walk the hands back so that hands meet the feet back of the mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift, grow through the crown. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come up to stand. Gather the breath and gaze up as the palms touch overhead. Little back bend, stay here, press the hips forward. Allow the triceps to travel so that they frame the ears. Exhale, pour the breath out, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, grow long. Bend the knees and spring forward, high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana on the exhale. Tops of the feet flip under, come on up to your back bends. Breathe. Toes tuck under, down dog. Right leg lifts right away, three-legged. Bend the right knee, sole of the right foot towards the glute, circle out that hip. So 2 or 3 circles one way and then the other. Good. Right leg extends, three-legged dog. Right foot in between the hands, low lunge, lower the left knee. Rise on the in-breath, gaze up. Hands come into the heart as you keep pressing into that left quad. Left elbow tracks in front of you as you twist towards the right side of the mat. Extend the arms, left arm in front, right arm behind you. Inhale, reverse and reach up. Exhale as the left hand comes to the mat. Take the right hand, press that right inner thigh open, roll to the blade of that right foot. Hold and breathe. Good. Draw that knee back in, hands frame right foot, top of the mat. Send the hips back as the right toes peel back towards the face, half splits. Flow that through. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, hips pull back, toes lift. Get into the back of the leg. One more, inhale. Exhale, pull it back, plug that right hip back into socket. Stay here, half lift, get long. Exhale, really fold over that right leg. You're gonna walk both hands forward and inside of that right foot, tuck the left toes, spin it towards the left side of your mat, wide leg forward, fold. Inhale, you're gonna half lift when you get there, and then exhale, fold. Good, just stay here and hang. Find your breath. Good. Take the hands and walk them. So hips stay exactly square like they are. Take both hands and walk them to the front of that right foot. So the challenge here is if that right hip really poked out, draw the left hip back. See if you can find a little bit of a stretch from underneath the left armpit going towards the bottom of the left hip. Hands cartwheel around, they frame right foot, top of the mat. Left toe step up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground down through the heels. Inhale, rise, come up. Little back bend, hands to the heart. Open up the arms, really pull the elbows back towards the back of your mat. Expand the chest. Wrap the hands around, they grab opposite shoulders here in standing. Good, you're gonna sink down into your chair. Lift the elbows, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway, plant the hands, step or float back through your chaturanga. Take your time lowering down, meet me in down dog. Good, here in the dog, lift the heels on the inhale. Exhale, drive them down. Good, stretching the back of those legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, finding more length in the back of the legs. One more, palms really press into the earth, arm bones nice and long. Exhale, lower the heels. Right foot stays center line, left leg lifts. Inhale. As you exhale, open up the hip, knee goes to the sky and foot goes to the glute. Square the shoulders off towards the mat, circle that hip 3 times, one direction. 3 times in another. Right outer hip still hugging in, active. Left leg lifts, 3-legged, reach the leg nice and high. Exhale, foot between the hands, low lunge. Untuck your right toes, come up. Inhale, gaze follows the fingertips. Exhale, the hands into the heart. Pressing into that right quad, left knee still tracks over that left ankle. Take a twist towards the left side of the mat, so right elbow is coming in front. Expand the arms, reach the right fingertips forward as the left arm floats behind you. Inhale, right arm lifts, gaze goes with it. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left arm peels open to the sky. Good, hold and breathe. Left hand comes to that left inner thigh, open it up, roll to the blade edge of that left foot. Sink into that left hip, breathe. Drop both hands inside of the left inner arch. Tuck the right toe, spin to the right side of your mat. Wide leg forward fold, inhale. Lift and find length in the spine. Exhale, pull the crown of the head closer to the earth. So you can walk the hands underneath you. Really try to get that crown close to the earth. Good. Hands come back underneath the face. Make sure those hips stay level towards the mat. Walk the hands to frame the left foot, so both hands are in front of those left toes. Then maybe you drop the head towards the earth a little bit and kind of press through that right palm to open up that right side of the body, flowing from the armpit through the rib cage, perhaps opening to that right hip point a little bit. Nice square hips, breathe. Good. Walk the hands around, they frame left foot, top of the mat, bring the right toes to meet. Big toes are touching, everything is zipped in. Inhale, rise all the way up, reverse swan dive. Hands come into the heart. Expand the elbows, goddess. Press the hips forward a bit. Wrap it up, opposite hand on top this time. Sink the hips, weight is in the heels, chair pose. Maybe you free the toes, take a peek at them. Good. Stay here, really sink. Option to lift the elbows a little bit, take the gaze up. Exhale, full fold, let that go. Halfway lift on the in-breath. Exhale, plant the hands, take it through your vinyasa. Nice and high on the tippy toes of the feet, lowering down through your chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, high cobra. Child's pose is where we're headed. Good, so here in child, you're really, really settling in. Big toes can touch behind you and knees can be open wider than the hips, or I really like to take a closed-knee child's pose sometimes and just let my whole belly rest on my thighs. Crown of the head towards or on the mat is the goal. So drop and open the heart. Arms are reaching long out in front of you. Good. Breath fills the whole back body as you feel each rib on the back body expand. Audible sigh out the mouth. Roll it up onto a seat. Extend your legs out long. Good. Nice, yummy seated forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, reach for the toes as you hinge at the hips. Good. Come on up to a seat. Bring that left knee in with you. Right hand finds a spot outside of that left leg. So it can be outside of the blade of the left foot, or you can just grab like the outside of the shin. Your knee can stay bent. If you want to bring your knee in to bend and then grab a hold of your foot, you're going to start to kick that left leg out. So it's totally okay if you keep a bend. What you want is a nice straight spine from the hips, traveling all the way up through the crown. So how straight your left leg gets does not matter. If this feels good and you want to add a little bit of a balance, extend that left hand. Gaze tracks over that left thumb. Beautiful. Bring that left hand, cross it over the other edge of that foot. Bring that whole leg up towards the forehead. Bend at the left knee, cross it over the right leg. Wrap this up, another seated twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Twist and gaze over that left shoulder. Belly pulled in, make space for your twist. Engage the core, twist a little bit deeper. Beautiful, back through center. Extend both legs long. Lift the arms, take a forward fold. Now when you come up, give yourself a nice little self-massage. Squeeze each part of your legs. Give yourself some love. Be gentle around the knees. Maybe squeeze those quads if they're a little bit sore. Good. Draw the right knee into the chest, left hand outside edge of the right foot, or if it's more comfortable to grab the leg. You can keep this leg bent totally or start to extend and kick it out. Reset. If you're leaned all the way back like I just naturally did, sit up nice and tall. Stamp that left hand behind you as a little kickstand. Lift through the crown on the in-breath and then take that twist on the exhale. Option to float the right arm, gaze to the right thumb. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, draw that right arm up and over. Right hand receives other side of that right foot. Pull that leg up towards the crown. Good. Bend that right knee. Take it, cross it over the left side. Wrap that left arm around that right bent knee. Or you can take the left elbow outside of the right knee. Give yourself probably a little deeper twist. Whatever you're feeling in this moment. Lift through the crown on the inhale. Again, twist on the exhale. Take the torso through center, bring the soles of the feet to touch. You're here in a seated position. Nice straight spine as you lift the chest, gaze goes up slightly. Inhale, exhale, slowly walk it forward. Just releasing over that foot packet. And then you can even take your hands and give yourself a little massage for the feet. Just take your thumbs, press the arches, underneath the balls of the feet, squeeze the toes. Again, just giving yourself a little bit of love. Come up to a seat on your next breath. You can scoot the feet out a little bit, knees stay wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, you'll roll this all the way back onto your back. If this is okay for your low back and it feels nice and restorative to keep the inner thighs open like this, let the knees fall. You can stay just like this. Or start to extend the legs out, long Shavasana. Good. Here's where you'll rest for the next few moments. Every time I meditate, I like to lay in a Shavasana position and take my hands and put them on my low belly. This just reminds me to take those deep, mindful breaths. Maybe you notice your breath in this moment and it feels a little bit differently than it normally would in a Shavasana. All your job is to do is to just observe. So just let the tension go in the physical body. Allow anything that's running through the mind in this moment to just run. The important part is that you do not attach. You do not get fully distracted. You can watch it run by, appreciate it for what it is, get right back to the breath. So yogis, rest here as long as you'd like. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.